This thing hits 60 in 3.6 seconds. Full stop. Nobody expects that from something with removable doors and 33-inch tires. But the 2026 Jeep Recon pulls it off, and it does it silently. Here's what's wild. You get 650 horsepower, 620 pound-feet of torque that shows up instantly, and the entire drivetrain weighs less than a V8. So when you touch the throttle on a loose surface, the power's already there waiting. No lag, no wind-up, just traction. Most people see the square body and think Wrangler. But here's the catch. This runs on independent suspension, unibody construction, STLA large platform, same as the Wagoneer S. That means on-road comfort that crushes anything the Wrangler's solid axles can deliver. You get Jeep capability without the trade-off most people accept. The doors come off, no tools. Rear quarter glass? Gone in seconds. Swing gate glass? Same deal. It's the only electric SUV in the world designed this way. Ford didn't do it with the Bronco EV. Rivian didn't do it with the R1S Just Jeep. But here's where things get really interesting. The rear motor uses a 15:1 gear ratio. That's specifically tuned to multiply torque at low speeds, rock crawling without a traditional transfer case. The system works because electric motors don't need low-range gearing the same way combustion engines do. You've got maximum torque from 0 RPM. 250 miles of range sounds modest until you realize what that means off-road. Electric drivetrains are brutally efficient at low speeds. Crawling over rocks? The range barely moves. Compare that to a gas Wrangler idling through the same section, burning fuel just to turn the engine. The physics flip completely. The battery sits low in the chassis, protected by steel skid plates. That drops the center of gravity way below where a traditional engine sits. So body roll? Almost non-existent. The whole truck feels planted in ways that surprise people coming from body-on-frame SUVs. Trail-rated badge, full certification. That's not marketing. It means this thing conquered the Rubicon Trail. Electric locking rear differential, Selec-Terrain with rock mode, hill descent control that uses the motors for regenerative braking. You're not giving up capability. You're adding precision. Inside, the speakers moved under the seats. Why? Because with the doors off, you still get the full Alpine audio system. 11 speakers, subwoofer. Nobody else thought to solve that problem. The 14.5-inch touchscreen is the largest ever in a Jeep, and it includes trail mapping with pitch and roll indicators. Real-time grade monitoring while you're climbing. Storage gets smart. 2-tier center console. 65.9 cubic feet with the rear seats folded. 3 cubic foot frunk that swallows a carry-on suitcase. Modular door panels with removable elastic straps. The interior was designed by people who actually use this stuff. The Moab trim starts at $65,000. That's where it launches. Later trims will cost less. But here's the context. A fully loaded Wrangler 4xe Rubicon pushes past $70,000. A Wrangler 392 with the V8, almost $80,000. The Recon undercuts both while delivering more power. Charging works on any household outlet with the included dual-level cord. Level 2 adds about 30 miles per hour. DC fast charging goes from 20 to 80% in roughly 24 minutes. Same system as the Wagoneer S. The 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack uses 400-volt architecture, standard across the industry, nothing proprietary. What most reviews won't tell you, the front axle disconnects during highway driving, both wheels. The whole front motor goes dormant. Rear-wheel drive for efficiency. Then the second you need traction, it reconnects automatically. The system decides in milliseconds. You never feel the transition. Production starts early 2026 at Toluca Assembly in Mexico. First deliveries hit US and Canada in spring. Global expansion follows. Jeep's betting everything on this platform. And after looking at the specs, it's not hard to see why. The acceleration alone changes off-road driving. You don't bounce through obstacles, you surge through them with controlled immediate power. That's the difference electric makes. Not just zero emissions. Actual functional advantages that show up the second you leave pavement. This isn't a concept anymore. It's not vaporware. Production tooling is done. The trucks are getting built. And in a few months, people will finally understand what happens when you put 650 horsepower in something designed to climb rocks. The Recon doesn't replace the Wrangler. It does something different, something nobody's done before. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.